Do you want to know how to win an argument and still be liked? The goal of this video is I'm going to share 10 specific steps you need to take to win. If you're able to win arguments and still be liked, it will be a lot easier for you to get your way and you'll make it straight to the top with a lot of people supporting you. Here we go. Welcome to the Executive Mom Show. These 10 tips on how to win an argument and still be liked come from this book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. This book is a gem. The key points in here are so good, but this book is so hard to read. So I am delivering the key points to you very quickly. So how can you win an argument and still be liked? The answer is shocking. Maybe not that shocking. It's actually kind of obvious. Avoid arguments. Do not argue. You will lose. Even if you so-called win this argument, your opponent will no longer like you and no longer support you. And that is not good for your business. That is not good for your brand as a person, as an employee, as a colleague. Do not argue. I don't play games I can't win. This is a game that you will not win. So how do we do this then? How are we going to, what if you're at work, you're going head to head with someone? What do you do? I'm going to tell you exactly what to do. Step 1, welcome the disagreement. Okay? There's a saying that goes, when two partners always agree, one of them is not necessary. Okay? Disagreement is healthy and normal. Arguments are not, and you don't need this to turn into a heated argument. So, is there a point that you maybe didn't think about? You should be thankful that it has been brought to your attention. Perhaps this disagreement is your opportunity to learn something new or to be corrected before you make a serious mistake. So step 1 is be open to the fact that you could be wrong. Your ears should perk up. If someone disagrees with me, I am totally intrigued. I cannot wait to hear their point of view. I might actually think their point of view is total rubbish, but I don't know that till I hear it. Let's hear it first, right? Step 1, be open, okay? Number 2, your natural instinct is to be defensive. So number 2 is trying to stop that. It's so normal. Everyone does it. You want to say every excuse, oh, we've tried that already. It doesn't work. You have every reason to bash and crush their idea. Stop. You will lose the argument if you do that. So step 2 is to understand this natural reaction of defensiveness or to jump in is not the right thing to do. So step 2 is literally to keep calm. Your first reaction is not your best reaction. So let your first reaction happen inside your head while you clearly look into the skies and ask them to tell you more about whatever thought they have. Step 3 kind of goes along with step 2, but control your temper. My favorite quote that I say often, you can measure the size of a person by what makes him or her angry. Be a bigger person. Be the bigger person. Be a big person, period. Okay? Let's not get pissed off about stuff that doesn't matter. All right? Step number 4, listen first. Give your opponent the chance to talk. You will win if they go first. Have them go first. Okay? Then your goal, this really should be a different step, but whatever. It's all in step number 4. Then you're going to try to build bridges of understanding. So in order to do that, you need to be listening. So step 4 is just let them talk, take some notes, think about these bridges of understanding because obviously there is a gap here. Step number 5, after you've listened, look for areas of agreement. All right? Highlight the points that you agree on. Do you agree on the North Star big picture outcome? That is the best place to start. I would start with the outcome. Do we agree on the purpose or the goal or the big picture? Start there, and then you can start working backwards on what you agree on, because then you can focus more like what's the 1 or 2 areas where we don't agree, and that's where you want to spend a little bit more time. Number 6 is be honest. Look for areas where you can admit error. Apologize for your mistake. It will totally disarm your opponents. This is a strategy. This is going to help you win. You are letting them win this battle, okay? The bigger picture decision is the war. We don't care about the battle. We care about the war, all right? Let them win. If you made a mistake, you own it and you apologize for it. This will really take everything down a notch, and it's going to lean into your favor. So step number 7, say that you're going to think about all of their ideas and points. Give them a compliment. You had great points, if it's true. If it's not true, then hold that to yourself. But tell them that you will think about it and you will actually do that. You will look at their points, you will consider it, and you will really be thoughtful. Are they right? They could be right. What if they're right? Maybe they are right. So you need to do step number 7 to make sure that you're getting to the right outcome. You should care about the right decision. You shouldn't care about whose idea it was. So step 7 is to really think over their ideas and what are they right about. Okay, step number 8, we're ending this conversation with the person, but we're not done yet. So step number 8 is just to thank them so much for their interest, for the time they've spent to think through this. People genuinely want to help other people. Everybody says, oh, I love helping people, I love helping people. That's why they disagree. They think there's a better way. Maybe there's a better way to serve this customer. So thank them, right? They have good intentions and they probably want to help you. Now, step number 9, this is strategy here. Strategy time. Strategy. Postpone action if you can, okay? If you're up against a tight deadline, you might not be able to do this, but in most cases, if there's a real true disagreement and it's important, you should take the time to make sure you get to the right answer. So postpone the action to give both sides time to think through the problem, because you need to do your homework on step number 7. So step number 7, you say you're going to think about their points. Step number 8, you thank them. Step number 9 is you do a timeout. So you're going to leave, suggest a follow-up meeting, schedule the follow-up meeting so you're following through, and allow some time to go by. The time is key. Time heals all wounds. It's totally true. Now you are going to come back and you are going to win the war, but they're kind of leaving feeling like they won this battle, which helps you win the war. So they need to feel, don't commit to anything. You're not committing to changing your mind or anything like that, but you are committing to looking over their very valid points, and you will come back together and discuss. All right. That is step number 9. 10. All right. Day later, whatever time later, this is where you come back as a group and see where everyone is. And usually, if you have done the above steps, you usually have influenced them, okay? And they are probably going to come around themselves, okay? You can make a couple suggestions and see if they agree, but they're feeling good because they won this battle, and now you can just tweak the one thing that you care about. What's the one thing that you really do care about this particular project or outcome? That is when you can suggest that tweak and you guys can agree on this, and they think they've won, but really you won. So big picture, a misunderstanding, it's never ended by argument, but by tact and diplomacy and a sympathetic desire to see the other person's viewpoint. Take the time to see their viewpoint, because that is going to be so super insightful. All right, so I hope this was helpful. Now, the one thing that you need, every working mom needs, you are going to be getting your way so often that you're going to have extra time to take a bath. So you need Epsom salt. All right, you can buy this at anywhere, grocery store, Target. This one particularly is for the morning. Lavender is for nighttime. So if you're taking a morning bath, you need this. This does, it says glow and radiance. I'm not really sure if I get a glow and a radiance, but it sure smells nice. And it helps if you have sore muscles. This is very, very useful. The other thing that you need if it's bedtime, this is the lavender. This is actually bath bubbles. It's not super bubbly, but you get some bubbles. And this just puts me in the mood, ready to wind down. I might be a little tired because I've listened to everyone and I'm busy winning some arguments, but this definitely helps me sleep and feel a little bit pampered. So what do you think? Did I miss anything? Have you read this book? What are your thoughts on winning arguments and still keeping friends? And if you liked this video, you're going to love, I have other videos on actually the overview of this book, and I go very deep into certain parts of this book because this book is really, really great message. It's just a little hard if you're reading it all by yourself. So I hope you have a lovely day. Mwah.